Hey guys, Kevin here to bring you a brand new video where today we're going to be doing day 27 of Horror October. And the film that we're going to be talking about today is a rather interesting film called The Killing of a Sacred Deer. Now, I wasn't like a really big fan of this movie in particular, but I mean, I do appreciate like how well it was made. So this movie is like I guess about this surgeon who like accidentally or haphazardly fails a surgery and kills this guy's father, and because of it this guy's son is trying to like get back at him, or he's getting karma, he's getting his comeuppance or whatever, which is just like okay. And it really goes really far with this, and it's just like why, like, how does this work? Because the whole thing is like because he killed someone, now he gets to watch his family die in like a trade for it, which is just like so stupid because there's no logic to this. It doesn't make sense. It's just like it's a movie thing. It's just one of those things where it's like, hey, this is just a movie thing that we have here, and yeah, you're just gonna believe it, and that's it. And it's like there's no like you think they might like go into a bit more detail of it. Maybe there's like some way that it works. Maybe there's like a way they can stop it. You have this like kid who kind of like knows it's happening, but like he doesn't seem like he can control it, or at least he doesn't want to control it, because it's just like you're getting your justice. Like, okay, okay, kid. But this movie just like plays like rather weird. Like it's slow, but it's like it's not like your like slow like slice of life movie like Before Sunset or whatever. It's like slow and like eerie and dark, and it tries to be like unsettling, but there's just like not a ton going on. It's just like a family eating dinner. They invited this kid over. Who's this kid? He's known this kid for a while. What could be going on here? And that and then they introduce this like thing with like people dying because he killed someone. Like, okay, dude. And I mean, like, I guess it is like kind of an interesting theme with this whole thing of like this son lost his father, so now he's trying to like fill that void. So yeah, you have like this whole theme of like him like forming like a bond with the father, with Colin Firth's character, because he had lost his father, so he was trying to kind of like replace that. And he's definitely like a troubled kid, and there's a lot that's like wrong with him, and I think that is like an interesting character to see. But there's a lot of things about that character that I really don't like, just like the quirks and how he acts. This is the character of Martin we're talking about here. He like just says like so many weird things, man. Like, you know, my mom told me that me and my dad ate spaghetti the same way, and then I realized that everyone eats spaghetti the same way. I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? And he's like, oh, you have a wristwatch. This is a leather band. Mine's a leather band too. Like, okay, dude, like what does this have to do with anything, really? And there's just like I mean, like his character especially, but like throughout the movie there's just like weird bouts of dialogue that I just like did not get like why that was in the movie. Like what the heck is that supposed to be? And yeah, this film just like plays like weird to me. Like, the score is even like weird at times with like it makes like this loud like like it's like this loud noise like that you can't even like hear the dialogue over it because it's so loud. I do have subtitles, so like I can still see what they're saying, but like holy fuck, dude. And yeah, the ending to this really was like a letdown. I don't want to give it away, just because, spoilers, it's a fairly new movie, but like, dude, this film was like aiming to go like so many different directions, and then it just like went this way. And it's just like the dumbest shit that I've ever seen. Well, not dumbest shit that I've ever seen, but it's just pretty stupid compared to like what it could have been, because the whole thing is like, you know, he he essentially needs to kill someone, or someone in his family needs to die so that, you know, the rest of his family doesn't die. And, you know, when it comes time for the big event to happen for that, it's just anticlimactic and unexciting. Like, I'm just like, really? Why did you go that way? Like I don't get that, man. But I will say, I think this film is well made. I think it's a good, well made film that I respect and have some admiration for, and I found it fairly watchable. I mean, it is slow, but it's not like unbearably slow. Like you can still endure it like pretty easily, and it's still fairly watchable. And like the acting in this is good. I liked Colin Firth in this. You know, his character is kind of like an interesting like development over time with like how he becomes like, you know, more and more traumatized by what's going on, and you know, this really weird situation with his family that he's in. You know, he's put in this like weird place, and I thought Colin Firth really did well in that role. And same with Nicole Kidman. She was also really good too, as his wife. And like stylistically, with like, you know, how these characters interact and like how it's shot, just like how it's made overall, I do have like a good amount of respect for it still. I mean, like, it's a film that I certainly have complaints about, but at the same time, I do still have some admiration for it. So yeah, I'm going to give the movie a 7.0 out of 10. I could have given it a 6, but you know, I got some respect for it. So, you know, I'm going to give it that 7, and we're going to leave it at that. So yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like if you have, and I'll see you guys in the next one.